Folks, I have to admit something. A while back I did a video about an experiment I was doing and it massively failed. Complete flop. So I'm gonna show you what I did, kind of go over it, and we're gonna dig up that soil and just see what happened, because it was a disaster. Everything died. Alright, so in this little square area here, I dug a hole and I buried some urine-soaked wood chips right in this area. It's kind of a trench right here, and covered it over, and I planted all kinds of stuff. And as you can see, there's like two really awful looking corn plants. Some sweet potatoes are starting to invade, and we've got I think this is maybe a red mustard green, and then we've just got weeds. And the whole thing is, I think that's some spinach maybe, but all in all, pretty much a disaster. So today we're gonna dig this up and see what happened under there. But before we do that, I just noticed there's a peanut plant right next to this, which is probably about to get buried. So we're gonna pull it up and see if we got any peanuts. All right, so this is the peanut plant. This looks like the root area. What do we got? 0. Oh, what's this? Barely a peanut. Let's maybe we ought to dig a little bit more in here and see if there's anything. Oh man, I don't see any peanuts. It was kind of like in the understory, so it's not. Oh, here we go. There's some peanuts. 3 little peanuts. All right, I'll take them. Maybe there's some more in there. Let's keep looking. Oh, there's one. There we go. 4 peanuts. Alright, let's see. Got any more? I'm getting into some roots of other stuff, so I don't want to do that too much. But 4 little peanuts. Alright. I planted one, and there's probably at least 4 in there. And peanuts are a nitrogen fixer, so it at least has done something for the soil. And really, probably the best thing to do is just to leave it in there. But I'm gonna take those peanuts and replant them other places, so they will be going back into my garden area. All right, back to the pitiful patch. Let's see what we have under here. There's some daikon radish that didn't do horrible, and the soil looks actually really good. But that's really just because I water today, so I'm not gonna fall for it. So far I'm not seeing much for wood chips. Oh, I think I felt some there. Here we go. Alright, there's some wood chips under there. That pitiful corn. So alright, so this is what we've got. This actually looks really nice. It's not very wet, which is kind of surprising. I was hoping it'd hold more moisture. Doesn't stink, so that's telling me all the urine is definitely gone. But I'm thinking, see, here's a big clump. It's pretty soft and punky. It's definitely rotting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Here's my initial thought on all this, though. I don't think the wood chips actually soaked up that much urine, therefore not soaking up much nitrogen. So when I dumped the urine-soaked wood chips in here, I think honestly most of that urine just left the soil, and it just drained out and kind of ran off. And so then I was left with all this carbon, which probably absorbed some of the nitrogen, but over time, as the nitrogen was getting used by the plants, then it was just holding up and binding up whatever excess nitrogen was in the soil. And so Of course, the plants need that nitrogen. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of roots through the actual wood chips. I'm seeing a lot above and around. Oh, that's my shovel there. I'm like, what did I just hit? So, I don't know, there's a few. I don't even know what kind of roots these are. These may just be random weeds or whatever. I don't know. But all in all, definitely a failed experiment. Now, if I were to do this again, see this right here? This is really fine. And I think if I was to do it again, I would probably only use really fine sawdust, and I wouldn't use wood chips. Sawdust with all the extra surface area is going to soak up way more urine, way more nitrogen, and of course break down faster and make that nutrients available to these roots much quicker. And so I might even let it sit a little bit for maybe a couple weeks at least, or a couple months. But all in all, not really a great method of growing anything except for really puny corn. Alright, so when you do something stupid like that, an experiment, I guess experiments aren't stupid, you don't know they're stupid till they fail. But now we're smarter for it. We're less stupid now. But when you do these kind of things, it's important to learn your lesson and then respond, usually with another experiment, or respond appropriately. And so this is not scientific, but I'm going off what I'm trying to build off of what I already know. And so my opinion, my hypothesis, whatever you want to call it, is that there was not enough, that most of my nitrogen just seeped through the soil and went away. And then whatever was left was held up in the wood chips, which will slowly release that as they rot, and there'll be nutrients available to the plants as they rot. But I think I did this a couple months ago maybe, and that was not enough time for them to really release much for the plants. So, lesson learned. Now, how do I respond to this? Because I got this little patch in the garden that just sucks. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to add a lot of nitrogen. And of course that can be in the form of, probably it's going to be poop, just because it's me and that's what we got available. But or I may take whatever nastiness of the pig carcass that's left, I could dig that up and bury it here. That would probably do well. But at the end of the day, lesson learned, and I'm really getting a better understanding of the power of urine and the power of carbon and the power of nitrogen, all this stuff, and how they interact. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson that I learned, and you don't have to repeat my mistake. And maybe I did something else wrong, I don't know. But if you have any ideas or any thoughts or comments, let me know, and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, do not bury urine-soaked wood chips. That's the lesson. Nothing will grow on top of them. Alright, have a great day, guys. Bye.